Hello and welcome back to Dukascopy TV. Now here in the studio we focus on a huge variety of topics ranging from political and financial issues such as the current problems in the Eurozone to examining statistics from the latest important data releases, and we also take a look at less common subject areas such as emerging markets. But rarely do we focus on the act of trading itself. Well, on the line with me now from Ascoli in Italy is 3 times World Cup Trading Championship winner Andrea Unger, who's just started up his own education-based trading company. Hi Andrea, I'd just like to start by asking you why you felt the need to start competing professionally in a trading environment.
Well, participate to a contest, a trading contest, is sometimes a decision made because trading at last may also be a little bit boring. You spend all day watching at the monitor, you see prices go by, and it becomes a little bit boring. So a contest may just give a little bit of energy, and it also helps to focus on the plans, especially in the trading contest I took part to, which every contest lasts 1 entire year. You have to build a very strong program to cover those 12 months, and when you build this plan and you stick to the plan, you increase your skills as a trader, because trading is a lot of strategies, of course, but it is money management and psychology. And psychological part is to be able to stick to the plan, which is not easy because things change, things go wrong. But if you believe in what you have done, in the work you have done, then you can go try through the period that you plan. And the 12 months is really challenging, actually. So my strategy is choose what instruments to trade, what strategies to apply to those, trend following, counter trend, or whatever, to build the strategies, and then just to follow them, and obviously to position size correctly every single entry, which is the most important part of it. And hope that things don't go broken too early.
Now let's bring all this up to date with today's market environment. In these financially turbulent times, the markets can experience a lot of volatility and can sometimes spook traders and investors. For traders in this instance who are just starting out in a financial climate that is at times quite complex and confusing, what advice can you offer?
I develop my strategies on my own. I program in the different trading softwares which are available on the market, and I automate completely my trading. That means I work on a statistical basis on the past moves I see and I read in the market, and I build on that my rules to enter and to exit the market. And this is done on a number of instruments. I have a portfolio strategy which is endless. I just chose part of them for the competition, but I use most of them for my personal trading. But everything comes from my own idea, let's say. I've read many books. I followed many other traders, especially Larry Williams, who is one of the most important persons I met in my life. Personally, I still go for trend following, and I try to follow the breakouts and so on. But I filter very much my trends, trying only to enter what I consider being the strongest potential moves finding place in that moment. And I filter that with volatility indicators and so on, just to say I stay out when I'm not convinced the move will take place. And in any case, the move I'm going to ride is planned to be ridden for maximum 5 days, as I said.
Now, do you think a strategy to monitor a popular currency pair such as the euro-dollar can be applied in the same way today than it could be, say, 10 years ago?
Well, from a trader point of view, the period is a very bad one, in my opinion, because it's true, it is volatile, news are coming, are moving in markets, but it's also true that the markets are moved in a very bad way because the news are complicated. They are one day in one direction and one day in another direction. The Greek crisis changes from day to day. So just considering the most important pair, the euro-US dollar, it's really complicated to find a proper way to trade it. And it would be absolutely crazy, in my opinion, to think about investing in it because it's very foggy. Everything is foggy about the future of euro and of the pair euro-US dollar. Talking about yen, yes, yen has had a very strong and long downward move in the last years. It could be an investment for the future, but I see the future is in China. It's not yet officially quoted, and it's coming. But there I think we have the opportunities for the future. So from a trading point of view, don't mind. Trade the way you prefer, but go for very short moves, short-term trading where you can just jump in and out from the market in the right way and protect your capital. From an investing point of view, be quiet a little bit more and wait for China, because I think there we will see some nice things.
And finally, Andrea, looking ahead, what currency pairs will you be personally focusing on over the coming months?
Well, I cover many pairs actually. I like very much Euro-Yen, and I also like some minor pairs, just similar to Euro-Dollar, New Zealand dollar, and British pound to Canadian dollar. These last two I mentioned are very popular for counter-trend trading, and I use them for some specific strategies where I enter the lows and I sell the highs. Not always, obviously, the very top high or the very bottom low. I still trade Euro-US dollar, as I said, and I also like very much British pound to US dollar pair, which is very popular and is still moving in the right way, and I think it is even cleaner today than the Euro-US dollar.
Well, that's all we've got time for now. Thanks for joining us, Andrea, and sharing with us your successful trading experiences. If you're watching us from home or work, don't forget to keep checking back for further interviews and updates, which will be broadcast throughout the day. Until next time, though, goodbye.